The solemnity for the Immaculate Conception is December 8th. On December 8th, 1854, Pope Pius IX issued his Apostolic Constitution on the Immaculate Conception, wherein the dogma was defined. But long before, even more than 1,000 years earlier, at liturgy in both the East and West, Mary had been long proclaimed by Christians in song as Panagia, or All Holy. However one finally understands and explains the Catholic dogma of the Immaculate Conception depends greatly on how one understands and explains the doctrine of original sin. If original sin means to you being conceived and born with a literal stain on the soul, or being conceived and born without grace, then the dogma of the Immaculate Conception means that Mary alone, among human beings, was born in the state of grace. But we don't have to understand original sin in that way, folks. And should one understand original sin differently, as the sinful condition in which every human being is born, meaning a corporate alienation of the whole human race from God and each other and ourselves, then we have to propose a different explanation for this dogma. The Immaculate Conception is not only theological, but anthropological. Understanding the Immaculate Conception means understanding original sin. And understanding original sin depends on how one understands the problem of grace and nature. Understanding the problem of grace and nature, in turn, depends on how one views what it means to be human. What does it mean to be human? So let's start with a human. Because, after all, to be Catholic, before all else, is to be human. Catholicism is an understanding, affirmation, and expression of human existence before it is a corporate conviction about the Pope, or the 7 sacraments of the Church, or even about Jesus Christ and redemption, and that would include Mary and her role in it. The first theological questions are, who am I and who are we? Every other theological question returns to these. We cannot understand God or Jesus or the Church, or the Eucharist, or Mary, or anything else, unless and until we come to terms with the question of ourselves. Who am I? Who are we? And if you begin by thinking of yourself and the human condition as, well, what unfortunately a lot of people and Christians do, very pessimistic anthropology, that will affect how you view Jesus Christ and what his work of redemption is. You might confuse that with liquid plumber. You will see grace as something added to the human condition, something ultimately alien to the human condition, something that isn't really related to nature, but rather a divine extra put on human nature, so that holiness becomes something other than human. And that in turn will affect how you view the Immaculate Mary, full of grace. She will necessarily become something alien to the human condition. The first question concerning the Immaculate Conception or anything Marian is, who am I and who are we? Next time we're going to address how the library we call Bible presents various anthropological snapshots, pictures of what it means to be human.